Hey guys, so I have three things that I need to talk about right off the bat before I actually get into anything of importance. The first is to James. You said that you were digging yourself a hole when you were talking about how you liked Spencer's challenge videos more than mine or Katie's, and I would not worry about that too much. Correct me if I'm wrong, Katie, but I believe that both Katie and I have said during Skype chats that Spencer's challenge videos are our favorites as well. They're just the most entertaining for some reason, and I do think that the silence aspect has something to do with that. And the second thing is to Spencer. You said that I laughed at you, which is totally true. I actually did laugh, like, in real life, too, when you said that I was going off to college, which is not true, because as you said, I'm a day student. I live at home with my family because I go to my hometown university. By the way, university, not college, and if you want me to explain that, I will, I guess, but it's kind of boring, and I feel like I've explained it here already. But yeah, I live at home and go to university back and forth every day, and that's not really going off to university or college, it's just going. But the point does still stand that the three of us, excluding James, are all going to post-secondary education this year, which is really exciting, especially for Spencer and Katie, who are going into their freshman years, which I will be excited to hear about, and yeah, I'll get to that in a second. And the third thing is the progressivism thing. I looked it up on dictionary.com, and progressionism does not appear there. However, progressionist does, and I'll put the definition on top of my face so that you can see that, and I'm pretty sure you can sort of figure out what progressionism is from that. And if you do Google it, it doesn't come up on many sites, but progressionism is, in my opinion, a word. It's just not commonly used at all, and it is slightly different than progressivism. I hope I got those right. So yeah, James was not wrong to use that word, I don't think. Again, with the words and the complexness and the, I don't like words sometimes, but I love them other times. So I'm really interested to see where this channel goes, because when we started this channel, it was May, I believe, and most of us were still in school. I was out of school by then, but most of us were still in school, so we were still being, if you will, pumped with knowledge because of school and whatnot, and I think that sort of drove us to some more educationally interesting topics, and through the summer we've sort of gone through the normal slump of any school-aged person, where during the summer you just sort of stop caring about things that are educational and important and interesting, because it's summer and you're supposed to relax and have fun and not think about things like literalism and gender issues and everything like that. So I think that's just our main problem. So I think that once school starts, first of all, and once James gets into our school spirit as well as into a job, I think that once we get into the role of things come like September or so, I think things will get much more interesting here. Of course, there is this schedule strain, which I'm sure, as Spencer said, we'll be able to get around that. That's not a big deal. But I am excited to see where this goes because of school and work and stuff like that. Because I feel like we'll be able to bring stuff from not just our own lives and what's happening, but also what we're being taught and what we see happening at school and whatnot, or at work for James. And we'll be able to bring stuff into the conversation like that. And that personally, for me, really helps to be able to talk about something that I've experienced in real life, as opposed to talking about something that's more theoretical and less practical, which I feel is like what we've been doing for the past little while. We haven't been talking about things that are actually hard-hitting things that are in our life right now, whereas, I mean, we started with things that we've experienced before, like gender issues. We experienced things along that lines in our lives before, whereas now we're talking about things that don't really affect us too much, and so I feel like once we get back into school, we will get back into topics that we're more interested in, topics that we can actually relate to, and like Spencer said, it's easier to talk about things when you know a little bit about them, and you're less afraid to talk about things when you know a little bit about them. Personally, that's because I have a fear of failure and being wrong, but I am interested, I've said that many, many times in this video, but I am interested to see where all of this goes, despite the stress and stuff, or super happy fun times that comes with school. And yeah, I do want to make a request, though, that when special stuff like moving into school and whatnot, moving into dorms and stuff like that, and first day of classes and all that happens, I do want, like, to know what happens, because that's really interesting, and I really like to see that, because Spencer and Katie are going off to the first year, and James is getting his first real job potentially, which is really awesome. So I would like to see some stuff from that, if you guys don't mind. I mean, if it's completely off topic, then that's fine that you don't show it, but that would be really cool to see, and I will share if you want anything special that happens to me. No guarantees on anything special happening, but you know. So yeah, please leave challenge suggestions for me down below, because I have no idea what I'm doing on Friday, but I will see you guys on Friday.